Hello guys, welcome back to our next episode. Today we are finally collecting the keys to our house, and here we are at HDB waiting for our appointment. We are at our void deck going up to our floor. It feels so surreal to finally be stepping into our own block when we have always been looking from the outside. So this is our front door, taken after we have settled our door opening ceremony. We knocked on the door 3 times, wrote the pineapple in, proceeded to open all the door and windows in the house, and then laid out the prayer items in the middle of the living room as you can see here. We prepared 2 pineapple, one for rolling and one for praying, 1 banana, 5 apples, 5 oranges, 1 huat kueh, 1 ang pao with 8 $1 coins, and a packet of 土地公 prayers which comes with incense paper, tea leaves, candles and joss sticks, as well as a box of green bean on cotton wool to grow. After laying everything out, we proceeded to pray to 土地公. We also prepared a mixture of 5 green beans, rice, salt, and tea leaves in a Tupperware to be scattered at all corners of the house. In order to not damage your OCS tiles or vinyl, or make it hard to clear up the mess from the concrete floor later on, we actually scattered the mixture into some paper plates, as well as red paper boxes that I folded. But as I didn't fold enough of them and we don't have any more paper plates left, we had to scatter them onto some scrap paper that we could find. So please remember to prepare enough boxes or paper plates for this. After that, we continued rolling the pineapple that was used for rolling to all parts of the house except for the toilets, and then finally into the storeroom and left it there. Then we went downstairs to burn the incense paper, and finally leave everything there for 3 days before you dispose them. Make sure the bean sprout has grown, and then use the $1 coins to buy something sweet for yourself. This is how our kitchen and the service yard looks like. This is our first bedroom, which we will be hacking to make our living room bigger. And as you can see, this part is actually a partition wall which can be hacked, unlike the beam on top which cannot be hacked. So this is the second bedroom, which we will be using as our study room. And here is the common bathroom, which only comes with a toilet bowl because we have opted out of all the bathroom fittings. Moving on to the master bedroom. And the master bathroom similarly only comes with a toilet bowl and no toilet fittings. The toilet bowl is actually from American Standard, and it is a dual tornado flush one, which is actually not bad. Something ridiculous about our master toilet window design is that we are able to see our neighbour's service yard when we are sitting down on the toilet bowl. Next, we'll be going through some of the defects we found. Thankfully, there were not too many. We got a joint inspection slot with BSC for 2 days after our key collection day, but we went down to the office to try our luck and they were able to send someone up on that day itself. So the first defect we found are some paint marks on the main door, as you can see here. In the rooms, there is also one window where the silicone is not filled properly. In the common toilet above the door frame, there is one hollow tile. And same issue for the master toilet as well. As we are one of the first batch of people to collect keys from our block, BSC wasn't as overwhelmed, so they could head up to rectify our defects promptly and got it done within 1 to 2 days. We also found a water seepage issue at our balcony door later and got them to rectify the gap in the door sill. Next, we are going to go through some of the likes and dislikes as well as our Reno plans. Our main gate comes in this swivel design. We quite like it as it provides us with some privacy when we leave the wooden door open. But we also have some neighbours who are concerned that it will block out a lot of wind, which is also true as well. Something else we like about the main gate is that from the inside, it can be locked and unlocked with just a knob, so it's much easier for you to open the door from inside when you collect a parcel, for example, unlike the older HDB doors where you have to still unlock it using a key. Anyway, we will be changing both the main gate and main door to a digital lock from lock-in. This is how the bomb shelter looks like, and we have already purchased some essentials like mineral water, plastic chairs and a trolley from the convenience store opposite. For this area, we will be building carpentry to cover the DB box and a tic-tac door to cover the bomb shelter. This L-shaped wall along bedroom 3 will be hacked to make the living room area more spacious. As the top part is actually a structural beam, that portion cannot be hacked, so only the lower wall can be hacked away. Moving on to the main living room area, we will be building a simple partition wall to flush this area and mount our TV. We decided not to have a feature wall as our theme is more creamy and light tone and we want to keep it minimalistic. We will also be building a 6-feet TV console with speakers placed at the 2 sides of it. This is how our balcony looks like. It is actually pretty small, just 3 square meters. Similarly, it does not come with tiles since we opted out of OCS. Our stack is facing away from Alcove Lake towards Mount Vernon area, which is northeast facing. We still do get a bit of morning sun, but it is not that bad. Unfortunately, there is still some construction going on, and that is for an upcoming funeral parlour. But on the left side, we have the view of the Bidadari Park and lots of greenery, which we really like. Moving on to the kitchen area, there will be a tall unit on the extreme left for a microwave and oven, followed by a fridge, and then the hood and hob towards the right side. We will also be hacking away the service yard wall and windows, then building a tall unit to conceal the pipes, and then the area at the extreme end would be for our washer-dryer towel. We will also be removing the manual drying rack and replacing with an automatic one. Here, we will not be hacking away the beam on top of the service yard windows because that would require a PE endorsement, which would cost another $500, so we would want to save the cost for that. This also brings me to my next point. Since the beam is not hacked, we can also install our storage heater at the service yard instead of our common bathroom, as we are getting a 50 litres one, which is going to be quite big. So by installing it here, it would also be visually blocked by the beam when you are standing at the kitchen area. For this area, we will be building a big island, a 2.4 times 1.5 meters island, which would be aligned with the wall you see behind. So the island would end off somewhere here, with a wine chiller slotted in at the sideways over here. There will also be a secondary sink and water dispenser on the island, with 2 sides of the island recessed with sitting area. For the area behind, there will be bottom cabinets built in an L shape all the way to the service yard, which will be a coffee bar, and there will be no top cabinets, just a floating plank to display some of our coffee items. We plan to have 2 aircons in the living room. The first will be a 9K unit placed here above the beam, blowing towards the island area. The second one will be a 24K unit on its own compressor, placed here, facing the TV since it needs to cover a larger area. This is the second bedroom, and aircon will be placed above the door. This room has minimal reno done to it, no built-in, as it is meant for a study room and potentially a baby's room in the future. In the master bedroom, the aircon will be placed above the toilet door frame and the aircon piping box will be shifted a little to go through the box up instead and then link to the aircon ledge outside. We think that this position will prevent the cold air from blowing directly onto our faces when we sleep. Over here, we will be building a typical L-shaped wardrobe with a vanity table, which would also act as a side table. Then there would be a queen-size bed here, followed by just a side table loose piece at the other end. Moving to the master toilet, we will be building an integrated sink of around 90 cm beside the toilet bowl, and then the door frame would be hacked, with a wall being extended to make the door smaller. We will also be replacing the toilet bowl with a total toilet bowl plus a washlet. This is the master shower area, which we will be installing a Regal rain shower set with a glass shower screen and also a drop-down curb. We opted out of the HDB bifold door and will be installing a frosted swing door. For the box-up area, we will be replacing it with acrylic panels and then running LED lights along it. Now for the common toilet, it will be a lighter cream tone compared to our master, which is darker and greyish. Similarly, we will be doing an integrated sink on the left with a floating plank below without any vanity cabinet. This is to prevent any odour or mouldy and peeling laminates due to the moisture in the bathroom. Then we will be erecting a hollow wall to separate the sink and the shower area with one niche at each side of it. The shower area will also have a drop-down curb, and toilet bowl will also be changed to a total one. We also plan to have false ceiling installed in the living and dining area with downlights which we have purchased from Verde Light, but we will share more about our lighting plan in another video. Alright, that's all for this episode. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye!